No need to hurry, no need to sparkle, no need to be anybody but oneself. Lock up your libraries if you like, but there is no gate, no lock, no bolt that you can set upon the freedom of my mind. I am rooted, but I flow. I can only note that the past is beautiful because one never realizes an emotion at the time, it expands later, and thus we don't have complete emotions about the present, only about the past. Arrange whatever pieces come your way. For most of history, Anonymous was a woman. The eyes of others are prisons, their thoughts are cages. You cannot find peace by avoiding life. Growing up is losing some illusions, in order to acquire others. As a woman I have no country, as a woman my country is the whole world. A self that goes on changing is a self that goes on living.
I am made and remade continually, different people draw different words from me. When you consider things like the stars, our affairs don't seem to matter very much, do they? If you do not tell the truth about yourself, you cannot tell it about other people. Each has his past shut in him like the leaves of a book known to him by heart, and his friends can only read the title. The world wavered and quivered and threatened to burst into flames. The truth is, I often like women. I like their unconventionality, I like their completeness, I like their anonymity. The world wavered and quivered and threatened to burst into flames. A woman must have money and a room of her own if she is to write fiction. I would venture to guess that Anon, who wrote so many poems without signing them, was often a woman. The past is beautiful because one never realizes an emotion at the time. One cannot think well, love well, sleep well, if one has not dined well. To enjoy freedom we have to control ourselves. I have lost friends, some by death, others through sheer inability to cross the street. It is far harder to kill a phantom than a reality. Writing is like sex. First you do it for love, then you do it for your friends, and then you do it for money. Every secret of a writer's soul, every experience of his life, every quality of his mind, is written large in his works. It is in our idleness, in our dreams, that the submerged fiction is like a spider's web, attached ever so lightly perhaps, but still attached to life at all four corners. The beauty of the world has two edges, one of laughter, one of anguish, cutting the heart asunder. Humor is the first of the gifts to perish in a foreign tongue. It is strange how a scrap of poetry works in the mind and makes the legs move in time to it along the road. It is strange how a scrap of poetry works in the mind and makes the legs move in time to it along the road. For what more terrifying revelation can there be than that it is the present moment? Women have served all these centuries as looking glasses possessing the magic and delicious power of reflecting the figure of man at twice its natural size. The history of man's opposition to women's emancipation is more interesting perhaps than the story of that emancipation itself. Once she knows how to read, there's only one thing you can teach her to believe in, and that is herself. The man who is aware of himself is henceforward independent, and he is never bored, and life is only too short, and he is steeped through and through with a profound yet temperate happiness. Why are women so much more interesting to men than men are to women? The older one grows, the more one likes indecency. What does the brain matter compared with the heart?